Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle. These first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. So Texas A&M's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The pass on first down, caught by the receiver.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Weigman. It's a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
They're going to run it. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Watson. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. Split backfield here. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
They bring them down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down and 10 there. Using his legs, it's Maffa.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
Caught near the goal line. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Looking to pass. It's Weidman. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
They've got him down out near the 40. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some...
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Gonna run it. It's Maffa. Some hard running there through a tackle. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
He's running out of time here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. Crucial third down play right here. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Weigman. It's a short completion of the tight end. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Barber. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The Aggies come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Receiver makes the catch all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. They're very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Quick throw to his receiver, and it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Caught over the middle. It's Maffa. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And the Tigers come up to the line to crank the tempo out here.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure. did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Clemson. This quarterback on fire today. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Weigman. Caught, completion. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. He hands it off from the gun. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
With the catch, it's Thomas. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make a jump. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. That sack sets up a second down and long. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Maffa. Eludes a tackle. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. And looking to throw now on first down. The sure hands. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Clemson getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The DB's backing off from the line now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. No problem. Knocks it right through. And with that, they regain the lead. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Fair catch made at the 10. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. A huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. He missed it. Field goal, no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of.
And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The Tigers will line up to boot it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Moss. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Crucial third down play coming up. He'll hand it off. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Nice grab. It's Watson. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short.
Touchdown, Aggies. And they will claim the second half lead. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Looking to throw. It's Weigman. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That completion sets up a 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They go with a direct snap. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Gain of 10. 1st down for the offense.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Trying to run it. It's Smith.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes.
Touchdown, A&M. Still no answer for this offense. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
28, Clemson, 17.
Turner trying to create good field position. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Makes the grab. It's Brown. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's good for first-down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw it again. Running back grabs it on a screen. Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. To throw, it's Weigman. Snags the quick throw. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Muhammad.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Direct snap to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will just the penalty and take the yardage. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Hey guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Randall. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Short completion there. Second down coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's Daniels. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
It was a 1st and 10 play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Same tailback, another carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled, but first down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Brings up second down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Dropping back. It's Reed. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Receiver makes the grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. And that is no good. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W